Hi, Hugh Lopdell here from Oak Park Chartered Accountants with this month's update for pharmacists on the subject of interest rates. Now you'll know that in August the Reserve Bank Governor dropped the official cash rate down from 1.5% to 1%, and I'm going to go through three different pharmacy perspectives on interest rates. First of all, baby boomers who are in the process of selling their pharmacies and coming out with a wad of cash that they had all the plans for. They were going to invest it in some nice safe investments, mainly fixed interest, term deposit, that sort of thing. That's no longer likely to cut it unless you're very rich. So you're going to have to get your head around probably investing a reasonable proportion of that in shares, maybe a third or more. So good advice and good education to allay the fears you may naturally have from your own experiences or others' experiences, or just watching the news and seeing it go up and down. That will help you get your head around making good choices in retirement in the share area. Okay, so that's baby boomers selling their pharmacies. The next perspective is in terms of borrowing. So if you've funded your pharmacy purchase or a fit out, or maybe a rental property on your house, on property, you may have, up to a couple of years ago, had a strategy of floating your loans, because at that stage floating rates were coming down and were lower than fixed rates or on a par. But you were able to enjoy the drop. Now, fixed rates have opened up a large margin on floating rates for home loans. It's 1.5% difference now. Home loans are around 3.5%, fixed for a year. Floating is around 5%. So there is a whole third saving to be made on your interest costs if that applies to you. So you should talk to your bank and your accountant and see if that is a good idea for you. If CDC or Pro Pharma walked up to you and said, we're cutting the cost of our supplies to you by a third, you'd jump, wouldn't you? Well, that's what this potential gap is for you in terms of a saving on interest. Thirdly and lastly, KiwiSaver. Now, staff come to you having either been on a default KiwiSaver scheme or just chosen one that wasn't right for them. What I recommend to employers, pharmacy employers out there, is that you nominate a scheme. Have a look at Morningstar's report, which gives you very useful 5-year performance ratings on the top 40 KiwiSaver plans. It's easy to find a good one. I think Milford is one of the top ones at the moment, but there are about 10 that are rating really well. And have that as your nominated KiwiSaver fund for all your new employees. It's a service to them. They'll appreciate it, and over the long term they will make significant gains with the effects of compounding on having an extra 2% or so on their KiwiSaver funds over a long period. Alright, so there's some ideas on interest rates. I hope that's helpful. Hugh Lopdell from Oak Park, signing off for this month.